Hello and welcome to a little walk round tour of my Kelham workplace. Let me switch the camera. So when I first started, this outside area on the A617, which is blooming loud, the grass was knee high, not looked after at all. So I lifted the trees, got the grass down to, it's never going to be a bowling green, but it's much better. And then last year I put in cicerantiums around the tree bases. They've just gone off actually, the flower, but they give great cover and they will grow in drought conditions, so they're great. So each of the trees has got cicerantiums around them that I put in. Obviously lifted all the trees so that you could see through from the main road. And there we go, more cicerantiums there. And even under, it's loud here. Even under the limes, the cicerantiums are just thriving. They stop the weeds as well. So, I've had to pull a couple of weeds out and that's it. So, here we go. This is a bed I put in late last year because it was a dip. And it's got verbenas in. That will only get better. I'm going to put 2 more beds of verbenas up there where the round patches are. It's really loud on the main road. So this sign was always here, but at the bottom I've put Aubrietia. Needs a weed in, to be fair. Aubrietia all the way around. You can just see a bit of purple. And I put hollyhocks. Got these on seed from the Star Inn in Beeston, so I'm hoping to grow some more of them. Around that tree, a new bed. Michaelmas daisies. Around this tree, salvia. Around the post, salvias. None of this was here before. In these beds here, these were not here before. So you got a mixture of weeds, but I'll get to that. Sedum, leucanthemums, Michaelmas daisies, poppies. And again, all these trees were lifted, although they're ready for another lifting. See, none of these beds were here. That was the first time somebody drove by and shouted out the window, "Wraggys beer reviews!" That was Liam, the co-op driver. But yeah, none of this was here. So again, the addition of colour and an entrance to the site. Fuchsias in the background. Again, none of that was there. Put this new bed in last year. Along this fence line, I've got fuchsias, forsythias, Michaelmas daisies, and a mixture of Rebecca's, all to give colour. It's just starting to rain again now, charming. On the lawns, I put tree bases in. They used to mow all the way up to the trees. Tree bases look great. You'll see scruffy council parks now that and then when they start trimming the trees, it actually damages the trees. So it's not a good thing. Put another new bed in over there. And like I say, the colour. I mean, we're not quite at the colour, and I've had to water it yesterday because we didn't have no rain. We've had enough rain overnight. Although right at the top, they're actually still quite dry, so I might actually put the hose pipe on for a bit. Because if it's had a bit of rain, the more you water it goes down further. See at the back of here, I put in new beds using pallets, beds with sedums and blue perennial lobelia. And all the way down here. I think the next door are all away. That's why they weren't there yesterday. But these will all be in colour soon. And again, it was a wasted day. You can see the blue of the lobelia there. And again, none of these were made from pallets, with composting, and you've got is it Virginia? Euchras in there, all for colour, just to give it some colour. Obviously, I've got to blow the path. That's one of my jobs this morning while it's raining. Give it all a good blow, the paths. And again, pots here with fuchsias in and polyanthus, which have had a good watering. Pots with sweet williams in. A bed with poppies, anthuriums, and hollyhocks. Not the best side for it there from this side. Around here, I've put cicerantiums in all the way around. Built 2 beds, filled them with compost, and as you can see, you can just see the Wraggys starting to take over. The focus here is for the Wraggys to take both the beds and make them into a glorious, just a sheet of yellow flowers. Although there is anthuriums in here that I'm leaving in because I'll take the seed from them. So a couple of little planters that planted up with anthuriums, sedums and polyanthus as well there. Over there, none of them leucanthemums were there, or the pots of the pots with polyanthus. So it's quite the, you know, I look after this, which is 9 acres, although the paddock I don't technically look after, a mower comes in for that. But this site's 9 acres. Planted the lavenders there, leucanthemum there, and in front of the building planted tulips, more cicerantiums all the way across. Obviously I have to mow it, hedge trim it, keep it weeded, and blow paths, blow leaves and all that business, and then get time to do this. So for one person it is quite the monumental task. On the old council, public parks council, in the old council days, you'd have 4 or 5 members of staff here doing gardening. But obviously it's a hotel, so they're not going to do that. Again, leucanthemums there, pots with fuchsias and polys in, predominantly to stop people parking on the grass, because as you can see in the rain, it's waterlogged. So we don't want people parking on there. Same here, more pots, leucanthemums. And again, another bed of leucanthemums that I put in here. Got these from a garden in Carlton, an old age couple that I redid their garden last year and snagged some of them. I remember, I think they were former Michaelmas daisy, but again, colour will be coming soon there. So there's the fountain. Yeah. Round here. So we've got a border with lemon balm, cicerantiums, the shrubs obviously, evening primroses there, poppies. And this is my verbena walkway. So you come down, loads of verbena. And underneath you've got calendulas, poppies, all sorts really. And again, beautiful on camera. Better when the sun's out, mind, because obviously it's a bit cloudy at the moment and a tad damp. So yeah, that's that. And some more planters around here. I did want them to put seats here, but someone took them out, so I've had to leave that idea. But yeah, poppies again, and verbena. So none of that was there when I came. It was very a blank canvas. Again, tree bases made. This is a new bed I put in. It's got Michaelmas daisies in, and they look like they've had a good watering last night. So that's good. We had an issue with moles, so ruining the grass. So I actually dug all the grass out and put a bed in. And that this year, it's due to be split. So what will happen is I'll split the bed, and it looks vibrant. Looks more vibrant on camera than it does in real life. But this will be a wall of pinky colours soon. And again, this long bed here, I put this bed in to stop the leaves blowing out and onto the lawn. It doesn't really work, but it's another bed full of flowers with Michaelmas daisies, cicerantiums, leucanthemums, verbena, and all had to be dug out and dug out, and then obviously the grass dug out, then planted and watered and weeded. And again, this bed here, oh, it's a bit damp, full of foxgloves, Canterbury bells, leucanthemums, polyanthus, euchera, sisyrinchiums, lavenders are in there. And again, same as that other bed, I had to dig out all the grass, plant it, try and keep it watered. Obviously, the Canterbury bells have gone to seed now, and the euchera have, but you're not seeing them at their best. So no garden ever stays at its best all summer long. But you can see the white there, the colour. Right up to this was an original shrubbery that was here, but obviously the flowers that are in it now were not. So yeah, obviously here's the back lawn, mowed normally about once a week with the roller, and striped. Obviously there's a balance at the moment with the weather, keeping the grass green and still mowing it to stop it getting too. You can see the area there, it's just gone a bit brown. I've had to leave some of that yesterday. So this is the woodland. This is the woodland walk, and what I've done, I've trimmed and at a weed kill, but trimmed and kept it clean. One pathway there, one pathway here, a pathway that dives off that way and spins round the back. And again, it's not looking at its best. This was full of bluebells earlier in the year, but now it's great for photographs. It looks, bloody hell, that rain, it looks great on camera. Yeah, it's still recording. Yeah, there we go. It's doing something with the... So yeah, here we go. You can see the other pathway there. And basically, it's for people to walk in, a bit of extra... the wildflowers have died down now because of the rain. And not getting no rain. They've gone a bit, not as good as they were. But at times of the year, this is absolutely stunning. And it's a nice little walkway. You do see... rabbits, hares, sometimes a deer, stoat, even a heron who sits in the pond at the back here. So this, leading up now, is my secret garden. This is about as close as you could get in 4 years ago. It was all brambles, the whole lot. Didn't even know there was a pond there. And over the last year, I've decided to develop it. So I've put a cherry laurel hedge in that will grow to 6 foot high, and then I'll stop it. And basically you walk through like this and walk in. So from there, all you'll see is a green wall all the way around. You will not see in here. And obviously I've seeded this, put a new lawn down, seeded it. Pockets of flower beds, as you can see on the camera, dotted around the edge. We've still got the wildflowers in the background, but what I've done, Michaelmas daisies and verbena all the way around the edge. It gives a barrier to stop children going into the water, which is obviously very important. And there's the pond. It's actually quite low. At one stage this year, especially when all them storms, it was where that tree is there, it was above that tree. Well, the base of it at least. So as we walk round, so yeah, it needs a mow, this does. And again, I'm wary of mowing it and it dying. Again, it needs a bit of a weed in here. I'm not too worried about weeding it because I want it to be more natural. Bed of lemon balm there. Here, this is started the shrubbery. We've got neighbours next door at Kelham, and whatever they chuck out their garden, I keep and plant. So we're like reciprocating, helping each other's. Now, as you can see, there's the pond, and this wraps around. That's all the farmers and the woodlands there. And again, more Michaelmas daisies growing around and that. And the next project for me is this area here. You can see the grass cuttings that and leaves. That's just compressed, stop the weeds coming, and that's going to carry on all the way. And I'm going to put hydrangeas in for colour. and they'll just sit there and they'll grow for years and should be good. So that's the secret garden bit. It's an ever, you know, it's I mean, at some stage these cherry laurels that are a bit evasive will be cut back so more light comes in as well. And maybe cut down some of these self-setting trees that have done. So the final part of the garden, again, you can see the hedge going round here, and it like wraps around. So you walk out. So eventually, when that's 6 foot high, you'll not even see it from that side. And here it is, my kitchen garden, made from pallets. We've got things like chives, potatoes, rhubarb, potatoes, mint, rhubarb there, butternut pumpkins and that there, raspberries here. And as you can see, quite the bed, all from pallets. There you go, pallets scrounged from, that's a lot lighter now. And as you can see, it's an expansion project. See, this winter, last winter, none of that was there. And I built it all, and eventually you can see where I've done a border along the edge there. Some of the plants have died, but on the whole, they are starting to grow. So we've got leucanthemums and verbena. That and what the hopes and aspirations is that we'll get a wall anything up to about 8 foot high. Bloody hell, I can't see out now. About 8 foot high in the summer months to stop anybody seeing over from there. All they'll see is colour. They won't actually see the beds, which is what you want. And that is my tour of Kelham. I hope the sound's been okay and the colour, because it's on a right shady thing here at the moment. But yeah, 4 years, the project. It's a never-ending project, because there's always work to do. And cheers.